Hey y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Just waiting for the live to pick up. I just got on. So y'all come on in. Hey S Regis. Hey, is that real life? Hey y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon. So y'all come on in. Just waiting for the live to pick up and get out in the algorithm. Hey Gimbis. Hey, is that DJ Frankly? Hey y'all, trying to see y'all names. It's kind of hard to see y'all names. Y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Lily, hey Lady D, hey y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon, how my students make money selling on Amazon. So y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Hey Kay, I see you. Y'all come on in. I just came on. Just waiting for the live to pick up and get out in the algorithm. And y'all excuse me. I know I sound kind of sick. I've been sick. We've been sick. So y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly talking about selling on Amazon, how I make money selling on Amazon. So y'all come on in. Welcome. Hey boo. If you're new here, drop new in the chat. It takes a while for the algorithm to pick up, and then I don't go live that often, y'all, so it's kind of slow. So y'all come on in, y'all tap. Let's get the engagement up. So y'all come on in, and we'll get started shortly. Hey mama of three. Hey y'all come on in. Again, we're going to be talking about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model, y'all. That is what I do, and that is what I teach my students. What I do is I sell on Amazon as a third-party seller. What is a third-party seller? It is just a regular person like me, like my students, who Amazon allows to sell directly on their platform. So I always explain to y'all, this is not Amazon affiliate. This is not Amazon influencer, right? We don't have to be on social media. We don't have to post. We don't have to do any of that. This is for my introverts, for my people who want to be faceless. We sell directly on Amazon.com, where customers are already shopping. And the good thing about it is we do it the easy way with the arbitrage business model and the least expensive way. So you can start this business with a small budget. So y'all tap, and we're going to get started. Let's get the engagement up a little more. I just got on waiting for the live to get out in the algorithm, and we're going to talk about it. If you're new here, drop new in the chat. And I definitely wanted to give the disclaimers, y'all, to be safe with TikTok community guidelines. We want to keep it safe. We want to keep it cute. During this live broadcast, y'all, I will talk about income that I make and income that my students make. However, I do not guarantee anybody's income, because I cannot guarantee what you would make if you want to get started, if you do get started. So I want to give that income disclaimer. And then also, y'all, to let y'all know, I am not a financial advisor. I am just simply educating y'all on what works for me, what has worked for my students, and how we make money, y'all, how we get to the bag, get to the money. So I definitely want to get those disclaimers out there. So y'all come on in, and y'all let me know, do we want to do a Q&A, or do we want to go over the free training? I go over the free training a lot, y'all. Some of you may have seen it before, because it could be somebody's first time and they probably have no idea what selling on Amazon means, what is the arbitrage business model, and how it works. So I always like to go over and to educate people, right? I can't assume that everybody knows. So if you're new here, drop new in the chat. And thank y'all for tapping the screen. If you're new here, drop new in the chat. And also share the live out, y'all. I tell y'all all the time, sharing is caring. People don't want this information. They need this information. The jobs are at an all-time low, right? There's not enough jobs available, and we got people who want to make money, who need to make money. So y'all definitely make sure y'all are sharing the live out so people can get it. If you're new here, drop new in the chat. So I can see. If you're new, drop new in the chat. And if you're new, welcome. So let me give a background about me, y'all. For those who don't know me, my name is Aprell Skinner. I tell y'all all the time, I'm a multiple six-figure earner. I have made over $1 million in my business collectively, y'all. And I have a lot of students who have been able to fire their boss, replace their income, make 10K, 20K plus per month, y'all. The majority of my income comes from selling directly on Amazon.com as a third-party seller. Again, that is what I do, and that is what I teach my students, and that is what we're going to be talking about on this live. Okay, so I see some new people up here, so I'm just going to go ahead and go through the training, y'all, and we're going to talk about it. So y'all continue to tap And also share the lab out, share the lab out. And we're going to talk about selling on Amazon. Again, this is what I do and what I teach my students, y'all. So I sell on Amazon, again, with the arbitrage business model. Again, it is a skill of getting items for low, and we resell the items for higher on Amazon to make a profit. That's it. That's all. It is a skill that you have to learn. But like I tell y'all all the time, the more you learn, the more you're able to earn. So we're going to talk about it. Now, y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. If you can hear me, drop yes. If you can hear me, drop yes, because sometimes my internet be going in and out. If you can hear me, drop yes, and we're going to go ahead and get to it. We're going to talk about it, y'all, because we are in the great lock-in. If y'all been seeing that on social media, okay, I see some yes. What is the great lock-in? Us entrepreneurs, us bosses, us people who are trying to level up and get our money up, we are locking in for September, and now we're already in the 10th day of September, y'all. September just came in and is already flying by, and it's going to continue to fly by. So like I tell y'all, the months are going to go by. The days are going to go by. Are you going to put yourself in position to make money? So what is the great lock-in? We are locking in for September, October, November, and December to make it the most that it can be financially, depending upon what you do. Is all based on your actions, right? Do you want to replace your income? Do you want to increase your income? Do you even want to make money? It is all dependent upon you. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, y'all. So again, I sell on Amazon as a third-party seller, and that is selling directly on Amazon.com, where customers are already shopping, right? And they're already spending their money. And during this live, I may repeat some things. Y'all know how TikTok algorithm is. People are constantly coming in. So if you've been up here, just bear with me. I want to make sure everybody learns the information and get the information to get to the bag and get to the money. So in 2022, y'all, if y'all can see this right here, if you can see my screen, y'all drop yes. If you can see my screen, drop yes before I keep going. I wish I could make it a little darker. Can y'all see my screen? If you can see my screen, drop yes. If you can see it, drop yes. If you can see it, drop yes, because I'm going to educate you on this business model, how I make money, how my students make money, and how you can put yourself in position to make money. Because somebody is on this live and they want to sell on Amazon, or somebody on this live, they just know, look, I want to make some extra money. And I'm about to tell you how you can get to the bag and get to the money, okay? So in 2022, Amazon generated over $514 billion in sales. $514 billion in sales. In 2023, y'all, they generated over $574 billion in sales. And hopefully y'all can see that right there. Last year, 2024, they generated over $620 billion in sales. This is not million, this is billions. And I always go over this because I get asked, not all the times, but sometimes, is it too late to start selling on Amazon? Is it too saturated? Is there too many people selling on Amazon? Will I be able to make money if I sell on Amazon? You tell me, is the money going up or down that's being made on Amazon? And like I tell y'all all the time, this is information y'all can Google, you can chat GPT, you can research, you can do it. Up or down? Y'all let me know. Up or down? Because I want to make sure, are y'all listening? Because that's what we do. We got to listen, learn, implement, and that's how we're going to make money. Listen, learn, implement, which means take action, right? And that's how you're going to make money, right? Okay, who is that? Elvis said going up. Exactly, going up. So let's go over it. How do you get started selling on Amazon? How do you put yourself in position to get your piece of the pie? Now, Amazon allows regular people like myself to sell directly on Amazon. Let me say this. You do not need an LLC, tax ID number, EIN number. Now, if you have one, great. But if you don't have one, you don't have to wait to have that to start. You can start with your first name, last name, social security number, and that's as a sole proprietor. So you're going to go right here. If y'all can see this, you're going to go right here and you're going to register to become a Amazon seller, a third-party seller. What is a third-party seller? Again, somebody Amazon allows to sell directly on their platform. So you don't have to build a website. You don't have to create content. You don't have to post. You don't have to do any of that. I tell y'all all the time, again, this is really for my introvert people, right? Who want to be out the way, but make money, okay? Now, once you sign up to become an Amazon seller, there are two different types of accounts. There are two different types of accounts. Can y'all see this right here? Two different types of account, okay? There is the individual account and there is the professional account. Now, listen up, okay? With the professional account, my recommendation is to get that. That is what I started with. When I started selling on Amazon, I made over $10,000 in my first 30 days. With the professional account, is going to allow you to sell in a lot more categories on Amazon, and it's going to allow you to get the buy box. You want to be able to get that. What is the buy box? It is a highly visible box where you see on Amazon. You probably seen it. As a matter of fact, if y'all spend money on Amazon, put a me in the chat. If y'all spend money on Amazon, put a me in the chat. Put a me in the chat. And I see y'all questions. Y'all give me a moment. I don't want to get sidetracked. This presentation training is only going to take maybe 5 to 7 minutes at best to get through. And we're going to do a Q&A. If you spend money on Amazon, put a me in the chat. Okay, so you probably seen the buy box. It's a highly visible box where you see add to cart or buy now. You want to be able to get that, and you get that with the professional account, and the professional account is going to allow you to sell in more categories. Now, the professional account is $39.99 per month, and y'all probably have brought some items from me and from some of my students, and you don't know me, especially if you're new here, right? So that's why I say this is for my introvert people, for my faceless people. You don't have to be on social media, y'all. You don't have to do any of that to sell directly on Amazon where customers are already shopping. Now, the individual account is 99 cents per item that you sell. 99 cents per item that you sell. Do you have to get an LLC? No, you don't need an LLC. You don't need a tax ID number, EIN number. You could do this with your first name, last name, social security number. That is a sole proprietor, and Amazon allows you to sell that way. So the professional account, the individual account is 99 cents per item that you sell. So, and you sell in less categories, right? Professional, more categories. Buy box. Individual, less categories. And also, if you're selling, say, 1,000 items on the individual account, y'all, about how much is that going to be? At 99 cents per item you sell. If you sell 1,000 items, somebody drop it. Somebody drop it, because I want to make sure y'all understand what type of account you get. Because some people want to come in and get the individual account because it seems like it's cheaper. But in the long run, it is going to end up being more. And also, you're not going to be able to sell in a lot more categories. So if you sell about 1,000 items, y'all, this is easy math. About how much is that going to be at 99 cents per item that you're selling? Somebody drop it, and we're going to keep moving forward. Because I want to make sure you understand, y'all, because that's a lot of times we don't make money because we don't understand. And if we don't understand, we don't do anything. And if we don't do anything, then we don't make money, right? And I don't want to come on this live and you leave the same way you came, okay? I'm here to educate you, right? To push you, to inspire you, to let you know you can start making money selling on Amazon. I've been doing it, and that's what my students are doing. Exactly. Who is that? Official Thomas? $1,000, right? So whereas the professional account would only have been $39.99 per month, the individual account at 99 cents per item you're selling will end up being $1,000. If you sell 2,000 items, that's $2,000 because it's 99 cents per item you sell. So my recommendation, get the professional account. Do y'all understand that? If you understand, drop yes, because I want to make sure you understand so you can select the correct account for you. If you understand, drop yes, and we're going to keep moving forward into the training. If you understand, drop yes. If you just came in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. We're talking about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model. This is the way I sell on Amazon, how I get to the bag, get to the money, and my students, y'all, as a third-party seller. So that's what we're talking about, just to fill you in. Now, with the arbitrage business model, it is a skill of getting items for low, either in a retail store or online, and we sell the items for higher on Amazon to make a profit. Also, if you just came in, if you drop a question, I'm not ignoring you. I'm going to do a Q&A at the end. I just don't want to get sidetracked, okay? So again, with the arbitrage business model, we get items for low and we resell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. So now you're probably like, well, what type of items do I sell? Where do I get the items from? And we're going to get into that. So here are some of the stores. I'm going to try not to move my face off of the screen so you can see who's talking. With the arbitrage business model, what I love about it, again, you do not need an LLC. You don't need a tax ID number. You do not need a reseller's permit or anything like that, because we're getting items from your everyday stores. Like, y'all see these stores: Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, TJ Maxx, Ross. If you're already shopping some of these stores physically in the store or online, put I do in the chat. Put I do in the chat. Because TikTok don't like when we drop a whole bunch of numbers. Put I do in the chat. Put I do in the chat. Because I know y'all already spending money. I'm teaching you how to spend money, resell the items on Amazon, get it for low, resell it for high, and make money. Okay, look at all these people I do. Y'all are spending money in the stores. You're spending money on Amazon. When are you going to put yourself in position to start making money? We're in the end of 2025, basically, y'all. We are in the tail end of 2025, and it's time to get to the bag, get to the money. So with the arbitrage business model, you can get these items, again, from any store. You don't need a reseller's permit. Any regular person can shop physically in Walmart or go online. Any regular person can shop physically in Target or go online. Now, I know some of y'all might have some stores you're boycotting. That's cool. Shop in any store, right? We get the items for low and we resell it for high. Now, I want you to get these two apps. Well, one is a software, one is an app, where they both are apps. These two right here. Can y'all see this? The Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp. Take notes, screenshot this. Why do you need to get this? Because this is going to help you with your sourcing. What type of item should I be selling? Is this item selling on Amazon? How many other sellers are selling it? What is the best seller ranking? These are going to tell you, especially Seller Amp, is this a good selling item? And I'm going to show you how Seller Amp look. If you got that, drop a yes, because I want to make sure y'all are following me. The Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp. The Amazon Seller app and Seller Amp. I have a link to Seller Amp in my my profile, in the top of my profile, y'all. Y'all got that? Okay, this is how Seller Amp look, and I'm going to show you this is something that you can read. Okay, y'all tell me. Now, as far as the bestseller ranking, that is basically how well an item is selling on Amazon. Bestseller ranking is giving you the ranking of how this item is selling on Amazon. You want to look for items, I say, under 150,000. The lower that number is to number one, the better that item is selling. Like if it's 1,000, if it's 500, you know this item is really selling, right? So y'all tell me, I'm going to show you this is something you can read. What is the bestseller ranking on this item? And this is for education to show you how you're going to read Seller Amp. This is how Seller Amp looks when you have it on a laptop or a computer. You're going to pull up this extension. Y'all tell me what is the bestseller ranking. Over to the left. Okay, there we go, Queen. I like that name. Anybody else? Y'all see this? It's going to tell you. So you need Seller Amp. It's going to help you with your sourcing. How well is this item? What is the bestseller ranking? How many times has the item sold per month? It's going to give you all that. It'll break down your profit, all of that. So y'all tell me, what is the estimated sales on this item per month? What is the estimated sales on this item per month? Can y'all see this? What is the estimated sales per month? Somebody drop it so I can make sure y'all understand. Okay, I see y'all. Exactly, 117. All right, what is the estimated profit, y'all? The estimated profit, if we find that item under this price, right? We can't go over this price. What is the estimated profit? Y'all put this right here because I want to show you. Once you learn this information, y'all, you're able to make money. The problem is a lot of people try to wing it, try to figure it out, try to freestyle it. They're on YouTube, right? That's why you don't know what you're doing, and that's why you're not making money. Remember, the more you learn, the more you're able to earn. So Seller Amp is going to give you all that information. This is the sell. It's going to tell you how many sellers are on the item, all of that. So if you feel like this is something you can get and understand, drop a yes. If you feel like this is something you can get and understand, drop a yes. I tell people all the time, learning this is like when we used to learn, or when we, because I don't work no more, thank God. When we learn jobs, you know how when you first start a job, you don't know what you're doing. You go through the training, you learn the information, right? You got to learn, right? You want to get that check, right? So you learn, you want to start making money on Amazon, right? That's how you make money. That's how you start being a successful seller. Y'all got this? This is something that you can learn. Then once you learn the job, right, then you're doing it like the back of your hand after 30 days, after 90 days, after 60 days, you texting and working and doing all of that. Amazon can be the same way. You got to learn it, right? The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. So let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm almost done, y'all. So with the arbitrage business model, we get our items two ways. Y'all drop some twos in the chats. That is either retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. Retail arbitrage is when you're physically going into a store, right? You're buying discounted items. You're selling it for higher. you're making money. That is what we do, y'all. We go into stores or online, and we're going to talk about that. Let's talk about online arbitrage, because I know I got some of y'all up here. I probably lost you. I don't want to go into the store. Trust me, I get it. But no excuse to get to the bag, get to the money, because you could do online arbitrage. Go online, Walmart.com, Target.com, Walgreens.com, wherever, y'all. Buy items right for low, sell it for higher, collect the profit, y'all. That is what I do as a third-party seller. So let's slow down right here. So you learn the skill of selling on Amazon. What type of items should I be selling? Is this a good selling item? All of that is something you can learn. A lot of y'all won't even start because you don't know what to sell, but you don't know what to sell because you haven't took time to actually learn the information, y'all. Learn the information, okay? Y'all got that? If you got that, drop yes. Thank you, Elvis. If you got that, drop yes. Because a lot of us are missing out on money. I'm trying to tell y'all, I don't know who I'm speaking to, because you won't take time to learn the information. And once you learn the information, it is so worth it. That's how I am a successful seller on Amazon. I've made over $1 million collectively selling on Amazon as a third-party seller because I learned the information. I invested into training to learn it. I didn't freestyle it. I didn't do all of that. And that's how I make the money I make. And now I'm able to teach people how to do the same, okay? All right, we're going to keep moving forward, y'all. So what type of items should you be selling? We know how to get our items, right? Retail arbitrage, online arbitrage. Hopefully I haven't lost y'all. Okay, so these are the categories that you want to stay in as a brand new seller. And this is what eat y'all up right here. A lot of y'all come in, y'all want to automatically go into groceries, toys, electronics, jewelry, clothing. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? These are the categories that you want to stay in as a brand new seller. Why? Because these categories will have a lot of items for you to sell, more items as a brand new seller. And that is your pet supplies, office supplies, sporting goods, lawn and garden, tools and equipment, home and kitchen, and books, okay? Y'all don't see any groceries up here. You don't see any electronics or anything like that. These are the categories that you want to stay in as a brand new seller, because let me explain Amazon. When you first start selling on Amazon, y'all know I keep it 100. You cannot sell any and everything, right? Amazon is like, who are you? You're a new person. So you got to establish yourself. You got to season your account. And this is why I teach my students how to sell items that they're automatically approved to sell. And that's how they're able to get the results that they've gotten. I've had several students come in and make over $10,000 in their first 30 days. And I'll show y'all those results. But I said that to say this: there is a strategic way that you have to do this. I teach my students how to sell items that they're automatically approved to sell. Why? Because they're seasoning their account, they're selling items, their account is going. And once you start to do that, Amazon will start to automatically unlock you in different brands and different items and different categories. If you understand this, drop a yes. And this is why I can sell pretty much anything on Amazon, y'all. And I have a lot of students that can. You got to come in and make sure you're doing it the right way. A lot of y'all don't know what you're doing. And I'm just being honest, y'all. This is tough love. A lot of y'all come in, you don't know what you're doing. You're trying to sell electronic items. You're trying to sell sneakers and things like that. Then you're like, oh my God, I can't sell this. And then give up. And then you don't make any money. Whereas if you did it the correct way, right? Learn what you need to be doing. Then you can get to the bag and you can start making money, y'all. Y'all got this? Okay, so stay in these categories as a brand new seller, because these categories will have more items for you to sell as a brand new seller, okay? And you're going to spend less money that way, because if you come in trying to get groceries, what is another one? Health and beauty, things like that, then you got to get ungated, and that's spending money. We're trying to get you to make money, right, before you start spending money. Y'all got this? Thank you, Elvis. I see you with the gifts. But in general, y'all, what type of items should you be selling? What type of items are you buying, y'all? What do you buy every month? What type of items are you buying on Amazon? What is your family buying, y'all? These are the type of items that you want to sell. Now, let me explain this, y'all. With the arbitrage business model and why it works and why it's such a successful business model to start with, because we are selling major major brands that are already selling. So we're not doing private label where we're getting unbranded generic items, right? We got to get approval. We got to get barcodes. We got to create a brand. Then we got to run the advertising. That takes a lot of time and a lot of money. I'm trying to teach you how to get to the bag and get to the money, right? Okay. So we sell major brands that are already selling. If y'all are familiar with this brand, drop a yes. Let me turn it this way. If y'all are familiar with this brand, drop a yes. And it says Hidden Valley if you can't see it. If you're familiar with this brand, drop a yes. If you're familiar with this brand, drop a yes. If you're familiar with this brand, drop a yes. Drop a yes. Can y'all see that? Dole. Now, this is why this business model worked, right? Because we are selling major brands that are already selling. That's how I was able to make over $10,000 in my first 30 days. And I've had students that have done the same, y'all, because we're selling major brands that are already selling. We're not doing private label. We're not trying to find a supplier. We're not trying to purchase barcodes, run advertising, create a brand, right? Because we don't have time for all of that, right? We're trying to get to the bag and get to the money. If that is you, continue to drop the yes. Continue to drop the yes, y'all. Continue to drop the yes. Because I want y'all to understand why we're selling major brands that are already selling. Because I get asked about private label. Now, I teach you how to put an item on Amazon that's not on Amazon, but I don't know how that item is going to sell. Let's go back to this. But what I can tell you, a brand that's already selling on Amazon, I can tell you how that item is selling, right? I can tell you it sold 117 times last month. I can tell you what the bestseller ranking is. If you're trying to sell your waist trainers, your edge control, your Bio oil, I don't know. I can assume, and you're taking more of a risk. So if y'all understand, put got it. Because I just told y'all put yes. Put got it. Because again, I want to make sure y'all understand. Because like I said, when you understand, the light bulb will go off. And then you'll implement and take action. And then if you take action, then that's how you're able to make money, right? We're not able to make money just thinking about it, right? We're not able to make money just scrolling on social media, right? We're not able to make money trying to figure it out on our own. And I'm being honest with y'all. You do need to invest into a coach or a mentor. I tell y'all this all the time. If you don't want to invest into my training, and we'll talk about it, I do have a training. Find somebody else if you want to be a successful Amazon seller. That is what I do. Anything that I want, any business I want to start, I'm not on ChatGPT. I'm not on YouTube. I'm not on Google. I'm going to find somebody who I resonate with, who I feel like can help me, who has testimonies, and then I'm going to go from there, right? That's what I did. I tell y'all I paid for trainings, but we'll get into that. I'm going to keep going through the free training, okay? All right, so now that we know what type of items we need to be selling, we're going to talk about listing your items. Now, you list your item the easy way, and this is with what is called an ASIN. Each item that's already selling on Amazon, like I'm pretty sure these items are already on Amazon, right? It has what is called an ASIN. It is an ASIN number. And with that ASIN number, you put that number in, and it's going to pull up the picture, title, and description of that item. Y'all drop easy in the chat. This is how you list your item the easy way, okay? We're not creating listings. We don't have to take pictures. We don't have to figure out titles and descriptions and all of that. We don't have time for all of that, right? I'm teaching you how to do it the easy way. Let me show you how an ASIN look. You will find the ASIN on Amazon.com. You will find the ASIN on Amazon.com. You're going to hit Control Find. Hold on, y'all. You're going to hit Control Find, and you're going to put in ASIN. Do I have that right? Hold on, y'all. I got D. Hold on. You're going to put in ASIN. Y'all continue to tap so I can pull it up. I'm going to show you how it looks. All right, here we go right here. Can y'all see this? If you can see it, drop yes. And this is exactly what I'm teaching y'all, right? Let's go back. I said you're going to list your item the easy way. Y'all see this? So you're going to list it with an ASIN. It is an ASIN number. Any number that's already selling on Amazon, it has this. Once you plug this in Amazon Seller Central, and that's where you're going to sell items and be able to make money instead of just going on Amazon and spending money, or on TikTok Shop, whatever we're doing. We be everywhere, right? Spending money, right? You got to start making money. You're going to put that in, right? And it's going to, once you put that number in, y'all see that is a mixture of characters and numbers most of the time. Once you put that in, it's going to pull up the picture, title, description, all of that. All you got to do is put in how much you want to sell your item for and how many you have of the item. That's it. That's all. That's how we list our item the easy way, right? That is more easier than doing the private label business model of creating a brand, finding a supplier. You got to purchase in bulk, right? You got to get barcodes, and then nobody is searching for your item because we don't know what your brand is, right? We don't know you, just being honest, right? Okay, so if y'all understand the arbitrage business model, why I recommend that business model, drop a yes, because I want to make sure y'all understand the the arbitrage business model over the private label business model, because I get asked that sometimes. That's why I try to educate y'all. Now, again, nothing wrong with the private label business model. You can get a bag that way, okay? Trust me, you can get a bag that way. However, the easiest way to get started and the least expensive way to get started is going to be the arbitrage business model. Why? Because people are already shopping these items. People are already shopping these items. Nobody is searching for your waist trainer. Just being honest with you. And that's not to discourage anybody. Anybody that's just coming on Amazon, I recommend starting arbitrage and then move to private label. Okay? All right, y'all. So now that we list our items, it's time to get to the bag and start making money, right? So there's 3 different ways that you get your items to the customer. 3 different ways. Y'all drop some 3s in the chat and I'm almost done. 3 different ways to get your items to the customer. 3 different ways. Because y'all already know when I tell y'all drop those 3s, I'm praying and believing that not only is God going to triple my income in this lock-in season, this 4th quarter season, but he can do the same for you and yours. It's all about whether you take action, whether you step out on faith, whether you get started, regardless of whatever type of income you're trying to make. Because anytime we can make more money, that's always good, right? So 3 different ways you get your items to the customer. Now, way number 1 is going to be fulfilled by merchant. Can y'all see that? FBM, fulfilled by merchant. What is that? Can y'all see this right here? This is where you are shipping the items out to the customer. You'll get a notification that your item has sold and now it's time to ship. Let me show you how it's going to look. I think I got this on my side. Okay, y'all see this right here? That's why you want the Amazon seller app. That's how the notification look. You're going to get a notification that your item has sold, y'all see, and now it's time to ship. Now, you're going to ship it out yourself via UPS, FedEx, post office, however you want to ship it out. You're going to ship it out yourself. Like I tell y'all, the same way we ship items to our family and our friends and don't make no money, you're going to be able to ship items, right? Selling on Amazon as a third-party seller, and you're going to be able to make money. All right, let me scroll back down here because it's better to see y'all comments when I go back on the black background. All right, so you're going to ship the items out yourself. Now, you can even schedule them to come pick the item up from you, UPS and the post office, right? So there's no excuse, y'all. No excuse to get to the bag, get to the money. And I promise y'all, I see y'all questions and comments. I'm not ignoring y'all. Y'all give me one moment. I'm almost done. We're going to do a Q&A. All right? So way number two, that's way number 1. Way number 2 is fulfilled by Amazon. What is this? Fulfilled by Amazon, FBA, that is you sending your items in. Y'all can see this right here. And to the warehouse, Amazon's warehouse. Once you send your items in, they are going to ship the items to the customers for you. So you don't even have to worry about that. So with FBA, like I tell y'all all the time, you could do that while you're asleep, while you're at work, while you're on vacation. You get your items into Amazon, right? And then Amazon is going to ship out the items for you while you sleep, while you working, while you're on vacation, while you cooking, while you fussing at somebody, while you doing whatever, okay? I love Amazon FBA, right? Way number 2. Now I'm going to do y'all one better with way number 3. This by far is my favorite way. Now I do all 3 ways. It's totally up to you. Wait, let's get into it. Let me show this slide. Let's get into Amazon FBA a little further. So you're sending your inventory in, right? Send inventory in. Amazon is going to store your items. So let's stop right here. Hey, y'all. Hey, Demetria. What does this mean? You don't have to worry about any packages in your house. You don't have to worry about any of that because Amazon is going to store your items for you, okay? So I don't want to hear I don't have no space. I just don't want the stuff at my house or my apartment, wherever you at, okay? Amazon will store the items for you. Customer orders the item. Amazon is going to ship it out. If you understand what I've said so far, drop a yes. And I see y'all questions. Which one, FBA or FBM better? I like both. It all comes down to your time. If you want to use the excuse, not saying you, if somebody wants to use the excuse of I don't have time to start this business, I got kids, I'm working and stuff like that, I just don't have time, use FBA. Send your items into Amazon and they do the rest for you, okay? So one is not better than the other. It comes down to your time. Amazon FBA is going to free up your time because where you would have to ship items out, you don't have to do that with Amazon FBA, okay? All right, so the last one, number 3, y'all, the last one is hands off. Let me move this down here. Can y'all see this? Hands off, where you're not touching anything at all. And this is utilizing an Amazon prep center. And I tell y'all all the time, this is going to be y'all best friend, okay? This is one of my favorite ways. Again, I do all 3. It's up to you how you want to do it. I teach all 3 ways. So when you're utilizing an Amazon prep center, and I always tell y'all, I have 2 that I'm partnered with where you can get a discount. You do online arbitrage, right? You do online arbitrage. You send the items to the Amazon Prep Center. So say if you're ordering from the supplier, I got Walmart and Target here, whoever you want to use, right? Whoever you want to get your items from, you can get it from multiple people, y'all. You'll learn all that. So once you get your items, the supplier is going to send it to the prep center. Let me come up. So you're going to put in the prep center's address. Like if it's whatever address, you're going to put in that address, right? And then they are going to package, prep, and label. Thank y'all so much for the shares. They're going to package, prep, and label, right? So you don't even have to do all that. So now tell me, what is your excuse for not starting the business? When you can do online arbitrage, send it to the prep center, and they will package, prep, and label your items. And then they will send it to Amazon for you, okay? If you understand that, drop a yes. If you understand that, drop a yes. That is utilizing an Amazon Prep Center. So there's 3. We went over all of it. There's 3 different ways that you can get the items to the customers. So there's no excuse for you to not start this business. If you don't want to ship the items out, okay, do FBA. Send it in, let them ship it out. If you don't even want to pack and prep the items, then send it in to Amazon, utilize an Amazon Prep Center, and they will do it for you. Did I cover everything? Yes or yes? Especially if you've been up here from the beginning. Now I'm going to show y'all some of my students who started and their results within their first 30 days, y'all. And these are students who were serious, took action, came in and got to the bag and got to the money. Now let me give the income disclaimer one more time, y'all, to be safe with TikTok community guidelines. Okay? During this live broadcast, I talk about income that I make, have made, income that my students make, have made. However, I do not guarantee anybody's income. And I have to give that disclaimer, y'all, to be safe with TikTok community guidelines, because I can't guarantee what you would make because I don't know you. Are you serious about changing your financial situation? Are you serious about taking action? Are you serious about getting the bag for the rest of 2025, y'all? That's what my students are, okay? I don't know you. That's why I got to get that income disclaimer, okay? But here are some students, y'all, who just got started. With that, they've been here, but these were their first 30 days results. Let me make this a little bit bigger. And then we're going to do a Q&A, y'all, and answer some questions. And I see people saying, help me. And I'm going to show you how you can get connected if you want me to be your coach and mentor. Okay, here's a student right here, y'all, had almost a $700 day. Can y'all see this right here? If you can see it, drop yes. Hey, y'all. Here's a student that had almost a $700 day, $699. We're just going to call it 700, right? Okay. And she made over $6,100. Her first 30 days, brand new, no knowledge of selling on Amazon, y'all. Brand new, no knowledge of selling on Amazon. You see her say yesterday, she sent me an email. Yesterday was her 30th day, okay? Here is another student, y'all, and I always like to point out she was sick. She was sick right here. Can you see this? I've been under the weather. Okay, I see y'all questions. I promise we're going to get to it. She made over $9,000. Can y'all see this? If you can see this, drop yes. She made over $9,000. Can y'all see where my mouse is? And she was under the weather. First 30 days, brand new, no knowledge of selling on Amazon. She got my training, and we're going to talk about that if y'all are interested in the training. She went through the training, right? She took action and implemented, and that is how she got the results. And I'm just scroll through and show you the training, and then I'm going to show you some other testimonies. And I have multiple testimonies, y'all. Multiple testimonies. If y'all been here before, y'all already know. But this is a training, y'all, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to scroll through. And y'all continue to tap. Now, the training is on a teachable platform. I like to tell y'all that all the time. It's not a PDF. It's not ebook. It's not something I got from ChatGPT and I tried to throw together to sell to y'all to make money, okay? I don't operate like that. It is actually me in the training videos going through the information, giving y'all how you get to the bag and get to the money, okay? This is not something, MRR that I got and I'm reselling. I always like to explain that because some people may not know. Y'all see this? These are videos, okay? Videos for my visual people. But we're going to keep going and I'm going to show y'all some more people in their first 30 days. Here's another student. She actually did that. These two actually did it in less than 30 days. Less than 30 days, okay? You see right here, she said, I just wanted to share my results of, she wanted to, and that's the thing, she came in with a goal of making $10,000 and she exceeded that goal. And this was less than 30 days. You see right here what she said less than a month ago. And she was saying something she listed on my items list. Y'all see right here, she made over $10,900. Can y'all see that? Over $10,900. And I always like to point out, so not only do I show y'all how to find items, what items y'all should be selling, how to get the buy box, what items to stay away from. I give you wholesalers. I give you analytics as far as how to price your items, how to find items, all of that stuff, everything you need and more, y'all. As a bonus, I give my students daily items list. Y'all see this? And this is updated. Let me scroll over. This is updated every day, Monday through Friday. And on this list, I'm giving you the link of the item on Amazon, the link of where to get it from. Let me show you this right here. Can y'all see this? I give you the link of where to get it from, the profit you would make. A lot of y'all familiar with Walmart, so let me show you this. The profit you would make, the return on investment. Look, that's pulling up the item. The return on investment. Y'all see this? The profit margins. So I break down all of this information, and you absolutely can start with a small budget because I show you how to find items, but let's say you're using the items list. I give you the item cost. Look, this is a $3 item. Let's go down. $6, $7.90, $6.40, $7. Do y'all see this? $7.49. So when I say you can start with a small budget, you can start with a small budget. This is totally different from private label and wholesale. Anybody that teaches private label and wholesale, they'll let you know you need some thousands of dollars to start. Why? Because you got to buy in bulk. What is bulk? A lot of suppliers have a MOQ, which is a minimum order quantity. But if you're getting items, the arbitrage business model, you could go into a store or online and randomly buy items. You're not buying in bulk. If that makes sense, drop a yes. If that makes sense, drop a yes. And this right here is my highest student to date. Now, I tell y'all, I have some students that I don't talk to, but some students are like, hey, these are my results. You know, thank you. Some of them I don't hear from. And that's good, y'all, but I'm there if you need me. And I always say my students can always message me or email me if needed. But here's a student right here. She made over 11,300 in 30 days. Actually, this was less than 30 days too, y'all. If you look at this, she started June the 11th, it looks like. And that was July 1st, I think, when she really got started. And she had a $462 day. And here she is with some of her packages. So if y'all have been up here from the beginning, do you feel like this is something you could do? Drop a yes. And we're going to do a Q&A. Drop a yes. And I'm trying to scroll through while y'all doing that. We're going to do a Q&A. Because I done showed y'all how to get started, where to go, what type of items to get, what categories to stay in, especially if y'all was up here from the beginning. Let me see. Is there additional insurance required to cover theft, loss if you're using a prep center? No, you don't need a prep center. The prep center prep centers, the prep centers are pretty good. In the event if they lose your items, they will reimburse you. Because we're able to track and see that the item, got there and they didn't send it to Amazon, so they'll reimburse you. But that's that's not a likely situation. Hopefully you're still up here. I want to start. I'm serious. I like, let me see. What did it say? My life depends on it. I know that's right. And that's what it is, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. I was just in here a little while and I'm interested. Okay, awesome. Y'all, let me see. I'm trying to scroll through. If you're interested in my training and me being your coach and your mentor, y'all put I'm trying to, because I don't know if TikTok like numbers. Y'all just put a yes in the chat again. Y'all put a yes in the chat. If you're interested in getting the training and me being your coach and mentor, drop a yes in the chat. Drop a yes. How much is the Prep Center? The Prep Center is a very small fee, y'all, compared to what they do. The Prep Center could be like $1 to $2 at the most per item they package and prep. But you will learn how to calculate all that. Because like when I give my students the items list, can you see this? Where I have the profit, like this right here. Can y'all see my mouse? This is a $7.91 profit per item. This is an $8.02 profit. This is a $25.27 profit per item. The fees are already calculated in that. And you will learn how to do that. You will learn how to do that. And you'll be utilizing Seller Amp. I recommend Seller Amp. I have a full training on Seller Amp. Let me see if it'll pull back up. It'll give you that information as well. You're able to put the Prep Center fees and all of that, y'all. So you'll be good to go, y'all. A lot of y'all fear. Y'all see this? Like this would be after the Prep Center fees and Amazon fees. You're able to go in. I teach you how to do all of that. A lot of y'all fear of starting is you don't know what to do. You feel like you really don't know what to do. And that's why you do want to learn the information. So if you're interested in my training, y'all, here's the training right here. Let me go back. It is on my Teachable platform. So again, it's not an ebook. It's not a PDF. It's not a guide or anything like that. Can y'all see this? This is actual videos of me. My name is Aprell Skinner. Okay. My business is Create. Can y'all see that in the back? Create Your Wealth Agency, okay? It's me in the videos, okay? I always like to say that, so I'm not trying to. This is not MRR or anything like that. Somebody said it feels complicated. It feels complicated because you don't know what to do. Like if I didn't, let me explain this, y'all, because we got to stop this, y'all. I'm going to stop right here, give y'all some motivation. We got to stop tricking ourselves out our spot. A lot of us feel like this is something I can't do, so you're not even going to take action to do anything. And because you don't, you're not going to make money, right? You don't know what you can do unless you actually try to do it. Like if I would have felt like, and I did feel like selling on Amazon was not simple. That's why I invested into a training and I learned. I tell y'all all the time, I paid $1,000 for one training. I paid $2,000 for another training, and I paid for coaches and mentors, and I still have them to this day. You want to invest into yourself to learn the information. This is not to sell you anything, but I'm telling you what successful people do. And you feel like this is something that you can't do because you don't know what to do. And that's why you got to learn the information. Had I never started selling on Amazon, I wouldn't be making multiple six figures a year selling on Amazon, y'all. That's selling directly on Amazon, and made over $1 million selling on Amazon if I didn't step out on faith, take action, and believe in myself. Do y'all got that? You got to believe in yourself. A lot of us will trick ourselves out our spot, feel like we can't do it. And because you do feel like that, you're not even going to do anything. Your thoughts become your reality. Your thoughts become your reality. Let me see y'all comments. So if you feel like you can't do something, you're not going to do anything, right? That's why it all starts in your mind, y'all. That's why us as entrepreneurs talk about mindset so often, because your mind basically controls your life, right? Your mind controls your life. If you feel like you can't do something, you're not going to do anything. Simple as that. If you feel like you can do it, I know I can do it. If I see other successful people doing it, then I know I can do it too. Like I tell y'all all the time, God has no respect to person. If I can sell on Amazon and I got students that are doing it, why can't you do it? This is not hard. This is not hard. What's being hard is living paycheck to paycheck. What's being hard is not being able to get the things that you want financially. What's being hard is your kids wanting things and you telling them no because you can't do it. That's hard, okay? What's being hard is maybe your credit is not where you want it to be and you need money to pay your bills, to get your credit right, to get that house, to get that truck. That's hard, okay? Choose your hard. Choose your hard. And this is not hard. Hey, Angelette, there go one of my students making money. What's not hard is you learning the information, y'all. You got to learn. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. All right, let me see what questions I have. Let me see. Oh, okay, let me go back, y'all. So if you're interested in the training, y'all, this is a training. Again, it's on my Teachable platform, and I teach you everything step by step. Angelette is up here. Angelette, can you let them know, hon, about the training? And Angelette has made money selling on Amazon. She's one of my students I see up here. She'd have made money while she was on vacation. Me and her was on vacation, I think at the same time making money. She was in Florida. I think I was in Miami, okay? And those are things you're able to do when you put yourself in position and don't think that it's hard and you take action and learn the information to make money. So this is the training, y'all. Is on my Teachable platform, and you'll have access to this daily items list. Again, this is a list that I give my students, and it updates every single day, Monday through Friday, like clockwork. And the goal of this list is me constantly finding items, y'all, every day that you're approved to sell as a brand new seller. But what other questions do I have? What other questions? If you're interested in the training, come on now. I know that's right. If you're interested in the training, y'all, you can go to the top of my profile. I don't know what we can say on this slide. Let me show y'all how to get there. Y'all go to the top of my profile, right? And you'll see how to get there. Let me show you. And let me give the disclaimer, y'all. Okay, here go Angelette right here. This is one of my students. Can y'all see that? Let me get on the black background because I don't know if y'all can see the comments. Can y'all see her comment? That's one of my students. She said the training is easy and worth it. Okay? The training is easy and worth it. That's one of my students. Can you answer my question, please? Okay, I am. Let me see. Hold on. Let me show y'all how to get to the training. You will go right here at the very top of my profile. Can y'all see this? The LINK. Y'all see this? Once you do this, it's going to bring you here. And it's going to be this very first training. The very first training. It is the ultimate Amazon training. I do offer Afterpay and Klarna for those who need it. The regular price of the training is $9.97. And right now it is currently on sale for $500. And again, you can break that up. I think you can start as low as $125 or even lower. Just go to see what you qualify for because I don't know. OTE says, and how much does it cost to be your student? Okay, I just gave that information. Can you do drop shipping on Amazon? You can, but you got to make sure you're doing it the approved way. And I had that in here. Let me see if I can find it. Everything you need and more is in this training. Hold on, y'all. Somebody asked about drop shipping. Y'all be careful drop shipping on Amazon because what you don't want to do is go on Amazon and just drop ship. That means like shipping from Walmart directly to the customer because the customer could report you and that's going to get your account deactivated. You see right here, I show you how to successfully drop ship on Amazon the approved way. And I give you some suppliers that you can use. When you're drop shipping on Amazon, it has to look like the item is coming directly from you as the store, the name, or your business, okay? It can't be coming from Walmart or Target or anything like that. That's going to get your account shut down. Again, a lot of people come on Amazon, they try to freestyle it, and they do things that they don't know. Then they'll trick you out your spot saying, I tried to sell on Amazon. I didn't make any money. My first question would be, y'all, because I'm already equipped as an entrepreneur. Did you get a training, okay? And if you got a training, did you go through the training, okay? Not you went on YouTube and you tried to freestyle it or you was on ChatGPT trying to find information. So hopefully that's not, we got to stop doing that, y'all. We got to stop doing it. Let's not take that into 2026. All right, let me see. What does this say? I'm in Jamaica. Oh, let me come over here. I'm in Jamaica with selling on Amazon and using a prep center work for me. Yes, you can do that because you can order the items online, right? And send it to the Amazon prep center. I have students in Jamaica, Bahamas, Canada. I have students that are outside of the U.S. Okay, I answered that, y'all. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? I answered about the drop shipping, how much the training was. Could you answer my question? Who is that Global Digital? Let me see if I can find you. Y'all give me one moment. Let me pin Angela's comment again. That's one of my students, y'all. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm just looking through the comments. If y'all see me scrolling and looking crazy. Global Digital, can you drop it again? You might have, I like the step-by-step. I like the hands-on step-by-step. And that's what the training gives you. And let me say this. The training is pre-recorded. It's immediate access. However, you still have access to me. If Angela is up here, she can let you know because she has messaged me before. Again, some of my students, I never hear from them. Some of them email me and message me with a question like, hey, what about this? Or, hey, I see this. You know what I'm saying? So I say that to say just because the training is pre-recorded, you still have access to me as your coach and mentor. You can message me and email me if you have any questions. How do I get it? Okay, I answered that. Global, I'm scrolling through and I don't see it unless it's like, okay, I think I answered your question, Global. I see it now. You're the one in Jamaica. All right. Any other questions? I'm based in Canada. Can I be selling in the United States? Yes, you can. I have students in Canada because you're able to sell in Canada, Mexico, and the U.S. My phone rang. How much is the training again? The regular price of the training is $997. Right now, it's currently on sale for $500. And again, I offer multiple different payment options like Afterpay and Klarna. To get the training, if y'all are interested in the training, drop yes. And I'm going to show you again how to get it. You just answer. Okay, I did. Do you do one-on mentorship? I don't do one. And I don't do one-on-one mentorship, y'all, because if you want me to train you on Amazon, there's no way I can train you on Amazon. That would be, you might as well get the training, go through the training and ask me questions. Because for you to get a one-on-one with the amount of time that you're going to need for me to break it down, show you how, do this, do that, that would be hours, okay? You see what I'm saying? And that would cost a lot of money. So what I would do is once you get the training comes with my mentorship. What does that mean? You can message me or email me if you have any questions, y'all. I am very personable and I do respond. All right, let me see. Any more questions, y'all? How can I access the training? Okay, I see y'all. If you're interested in the training, y'all, you're going to go to the top of my profile. How you get there, you're going to click my picture at the top where it says create your wealth. Oh, let me give the disclaimer, y'all. I will not message you. There's probably over 100 fake pages of me, okay? So know that I would never message you. I don't have that type of time. I will only message you if you message me first. So if you look and see somebody message you pretending to be me, it is not me. The only way you can get my training is I'm about to tell you how. You want to click this picture up here at the top. And then my picture or my profile information should pop up down here. You're going to click on my picture again. Once you do that, you're going to be right here. And this is the only way y'all can get my training. Can y'all see this? Once you go here, it's going to bring you here. This is how it looks. And it's going to be this very first tab right here. The very first tab. It is the Ultimate Amazon Training. When you go there, it's going to bring you here. And then you will go right here. And then as soon as you pay, you will get immediate access. Immediate access. All right. Do I have any more questions before I get off? Any more questions? All right. Did you get that? Is that CRV? Let me know. And Laxi, hopefully I'm saying that correct. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions about selling on Amazon with the arbitrage business model? If you just came on, that is what we're talking about with the arbitrage business model. It is just selling major brands that are already selling on Amazon. That's what I do. I get items for low and I resell them for higher on Amazon to make a profit. I'm in Canada. Can I pay with installments? OTE, try. And if you can't, send me a message. Send me a message. Send me a message, y'all. Y'all be careful. Because, again, there's multiple fake pages of me. They do this to a lot of people, especially if they have a big following or whatever. Trying to message y'all and get y'all. So don't get got, okay? Send me a message, okay? Send me a message. You asked what 8 times? And let me say this, y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all. Sometimes, depending upon what you're saying, TikTok may be filtering your message and I can't see it. So is it super? Let me scroll back. I don't see anything that you said. I'm going to scroll back again. You might want to send me a message because whatever it is, TikTok may be filtering it and it's not coming through. Okay, I think this is it right here. Is this it? Let me go over here. Does Amazon pay out after 30, 60, or 90? I would say estimate about 30 days, 3 to 4 weeks, because you have to go through a probationary period. That's any platform you sell on, whether you're selling on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, even, Shopify, y'all. Once you go through that probationary period, I would say about 3 to 4 weeks. After that, once you get your account seasoned, Amazon see you're shipping items out, you're a legit person, you're doing what you're supposed to do, they'll start to release your money a lot sooner. And then it can get to the point where you're getting paid daily. You can request daily pay because I get paid daily. Let me know if that answers your question. Can I use my transportation registration business LLC to do Amazon, or do I need a new LLC? Me, honestly, it's up to you. Me personally, I would separate it. But to avoid you getting another LLC, you can use it. Or you can, just depending on how you want to do it. If you want to go ahead and get started, you can do it under your name and you can later switch it under another business. But again, totally up to you. Me personally, again, I would separate it. Because it's a different business. But yeah, you can always start with your first name, last name, social security number. You don't have to start under a business because a lot of people feel like I got to have an LLC, I got to have a business, and you can later switch it over. All right, any supervisor, are you still up here? Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions before I get off? You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. Any more questions, y'all? Any more questions? Because it's time to get to the bag and get to the money. And like I tell y'all, if you're not selling on Amazon, you want to do something, y'all. We are in the last part of the year. And what are you going to do this year to make it count for you and your family? And I always tell y'all, I only recommend selling on Amazon because it is a platform, a trusted platform where customers are already shopping, right? They're already buying items. These items are already selling. All we do is get it for low and we resell it for higher on Amazon to make a profit. And now is the perfect time to get in because we are going into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is officially October, November, December. And y'all know that is the holiday season. And during the holiday season, let's just say you can get a really big bag, okay? Y'all already know. People shopping like crazy, okay? Let me see. How long should it take to go through the training? Demetria, it does not take that long at all. Most people get through it within a few days, no more than a week. And when I say that, it's just all dependent upon you going through it, going through the information. But realistically, it does not take that long at all. It does not take that long. Most of my students say it took them a few days, and some it's, a week. It just depends on your lifestyle and things like that. But it shouldn't take that long at all. And again, you get lifetime access to the mess. I see. That's why we get sidetracked. You get lifetime access to the training. Okay, what is this person saying? It won't let me message you. Let me screenshot this. I will. Let me see. I don't even want to message you because is anybody else having trouble messaging me? I don't know why it won't go through. You should be able to message me because I get messages all the time. But remember, I would never message you first. Something slight. Do you have a question? Let me know if you're still up here. Something slight. Am I saying that right? Yeah, something slight. Let me know if you have a question. You can't ask it here because I'm not sure why you can't message me. You should be able to message me because I have it where people can message me. Let me see. Some of my messages are not going through. Demetria, you tried to message me too? You tried to message me too? That's kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to screenshot you and the other person. Hold on. Y'all gonna see my fingers go cross. But you were able to get a message through. You said some of your message and something slight if you're still up here. I'm letting y'all know, I'm going to message you since y'all are saying y'all trying to message me. But anybody else, and if you hear this recording, because sometimes I'll upload the recording, I don't message people first. I'm only messaging these two people because they say they're trying to message me. I sent you a hello. Did it go through OTE? Maybe it's y'all. OTE, let me know did it go through. Yeah, because I get messages all the time, y'all. I get messages all the time. Let me know if it went through OTE. But for, who was that? Demetria and something slight. Are y'all still up here? Let me know. Because I'm going to send y'all a message. But yeah, y'all should be. And I think there's a way I can, I don't know if I can do it. Y'all give me one moment. Yes, I am. Okay, I'm going to send you a message. Let me see if I can add it up here. Yeah, I can't see it. I was going to see, was it a way I can add for y'all to, let me see. Yeah, that's not it either. OTE, did your hello go through? I see you just joined. Thank y'all for the shares. Let me know if it went through. But I'm about to get off the live, y'all. Let me see. OTE, can you hear me? Did your message go through? Probably so, Demetria. All right, I'm going to message y'all too. Because OTE did say that he messaged me. He didn't say that it didn't go through or she. So I'm going to assume that it went through, y'all. But if y'all are ready to... Thank you for connecting, Laxi. Hopefully, I'm probably messing your name. You said no. What in the world? All right, let me see what's... Okay, let me see OTE. Let me see what's going on. You know what's you know what, y'all? What's probably happening? If y'all were not... If y'all just message me, I got to go in and check it. So I'll go in and check it. So I should have it. It's just showing like it hasn't went through. Is it showing like I got to accept it? That's probably what it is. Because I go to like my filtered messages. Like if I haven't had a conversation with you before, that's probably what it is. I think that's what it is, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I'll see it when I get off this live, y'all. So I'm about to get off the live. Again, y'all, if you're interested in the training, you want to go to the top of my profile, the very top. Right here. This is my profile, y'all. Okay? And you're going to go right here. Again, this is the only way y'all can get the training. So be careful if these fake pages are trying to message y'all. You're going to go right here. And then again, it's going to bring you right here. And it's going to be this very first tab. Y'all see this? The Ultimate Amazon Training. The very first tab. When you go there, it's going to open up like that. You'll see the Ultimate Amazon Training. This is how, it looks. If you need to do your research, all of that. These are previous students. And then you're going to go right here if you're ready to get started. And again, as soon as you get started, you'll get immediate access to everything. All right, y'all. But I'm about to go ahead and get off the live. And I will talk to you all later. Let me see. And I'll check my messages when I get off this live. I'll talk to you all later. Let me see. Yeah, I tried it again. Won't let me message you. Let me see. I can't see these. Won't let me message you no more. I have sent messages. Okay, I probably got to accept it. I'll go in, but I did get your name, and I'll message you if I don't see it. But it should be there. I just probably got to accept your messages because I think it'll only let you do it 3 times, and then it'll stop. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.